Hello, I'm Cosmin, and I'm gonna start this, I don't know, remembering thing, exercise, whatever. We're gonna see what it is, and what's gonna end up being. The idea is the following. I am 36 years old, and I realized that my memory kind of fades. I think, I know, kind of became aware about this a few years back, and a few months ago it started, or I think it started being a bit worse. And I read up a bit on it, and it seems that people over 30, or at least starting to 30, from 30 years old, they are starting to lose their capacity to learn, or their brain synapses go broken, haywire, or I don't know, you end up your service period. I'm not sure what else is happening there, but it seems that it is inevitable and it is irreparable. And I'm like, what? Irreparable? Come on, man, we can do something better here. I mean, it doesn't sound right. And I have this thing about trying to fix stuff by exercising on it, right? So I was like, okay, I can. I mean, to a point, I have this idea of mine to if you exercise something a lot, you're gonna get better at it until a point, of course. Towards a point, there is a point after which you actually need the physical capabilities, the intrinsic capabilities, I don't know, qualities, talent, or whatnot. But you can get good at singing until a certain point. You can get good at using an instrument, singing with an instrument. You can get good at painting. You can get good at drawing. You can actually get good at math, at physics, at programming. I'm a programmer, so I can say that as well. So I think that there is a lot of stuff that you can do and get good at least until a point, without actually having a lot of talent towards that thing. So I'm like, okay, and I did that a lot on a lot of other stuff, working out. That's something that I started on my own, and I got good at it until a certain point, of course, but that was good enough. Learned handstands and whatnot. I also learned how to sing a little, and I learned other languages, without me having any talent towards learning languages. I actually hate that, but I kind of learned German. It's hard. It's not easy because I don't have the talent for that, and I don't have the memory to learn to remember the words. But it it's getting towards a point where it can be usable, and that's only with exercise. So I was like, okay, maybe doing this with memory, it will help as well. So what we're gonna do is that what I'm gonna do. And first of all, I want to say that this might be something that only applies to me, might not be something that it's generally available or valid, for everyone. Like, okay, if I crunch my brain a lot, I'm gonna do, I know, I'm gonna be smarter, or I'm gonna have more neurons or synapses. Yeah, we can crunch as much as we want. We will probably not fight with nature and win. So if that's nature, that's it. We're gonna accept it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and learn one quote per week without actually using any mnemonics or gimmicks, or I don't know, ideas. There are all sorts of ideas of how to actually learn stuff easier. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna repeat until I learn it. Okay. We're gonna choose on Monday one quote, and I'm gonna read it to you guys, and I'm gonna try and learn it until the end of the week. I mean until Friday. Okay. We're gonna have a check-in on Wednesday, maybe during the days, but nothing much, nothing spectacular. Sorry about that. Nothing spectacular. Just reading the quote and trying to remember it. If it's gonna get harder, I'm gonna shorten the quote size. If it's too easy, I'm gonna lengthen this quote size. Hopefully, in the end of this series, that I again hopefully will be doing for, I don't know, 5-6 months, I'm gonna be able to actually learn a top line for some video. Okay, so the purpose is to train my brain to be able to learn an entire script for a video. Okay, because this is one of my biggest problems. I always have to actually wing it. When I have to say no, I write down my ideas and I'm winging it so that I can actually create a video or whatever, and other situations where I need to remember stuff. I had this problem in every time. But anyway, let's get to it. I have here on my trusty tablet. Check it out. It's very cute. I have a sleeping cat there. I like cats. Oh, come on, baby. So I have a lot of quotes, a few quotes, not a lot of them, but a few quotes here, and I think the one that I like most is one from John Hamm. Not sure exactly who John Hamm is, but I'm gonna search him up and tell you about him later this week. He says the following: "Don't be afraid to fail. Is not the end of the world, and in many ways is the first step towards learning something and getting better at it." It's short. It's nice. It's a good thing to remember, you know, because it's actually helpful. So this is it. I'm gonna read it again. Don't be afraid to fail. It's not the end of the world, and in many ways is the first step towards learning something and getting better at it. So don't be afraid to fail. Like I said, my brain does not like remembering stuff. Yeah, my brain didn't like reading stuff as well. And check this out. After reading stuff, doing it a lot of times and out loud, I'm starting to love it, like it. I actually enjoy reading a book with a cup of coffee, and it's nice. So hanging there tight, guys. We're gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to reading this thing, and we're gonna see each other again next days to see the progress. Okay? Once again, and this is for you. Don't be afraid to fail. It's not the end of the world, and in many ways, it's the first step towards learning something and getting better at it. Failing is good. Bad, but good. So yeah, see ya.